Assurance, your solid partner. Today we got to know about aviation insurance, and our very good friend Mr. Thompson Agbesi, who's Deputy Chief Manager Technical at Star Assurance Company Limited, has actually graced the studio this afternoon. Welcome, Mr. Agbesi.
Thank you.
How are you doing, and how's the team at Star Assurance as well?
We are fine. We are doing very well.
You're solid.
Very solid. Very solid.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Today we get to talk about aviation insurance. I mean, traveling by air is both a nice dream to dream about, and at the same time, it's a dread experience that one may want to have. Yeah. So, what covers you when you are traveling in the skies like a witch? Where was that?
Yeah, travel insurance. Traveling in the air is very amazing. It comes with a lot of challenges. People fear when you are traveling. But what covers you while you are traveling in the air is aviation insurance.
Right.
And in addition to that, you can have travel insurance policy and personal accident cover for yourself.
Okay.
So basically, you can have aviation insurance that covers you and travel insurance and personal accident cover.
So aviation insurance is different from travel insurance. Is that it?
Yes, aviation insurance is different from.
Wait, what's the difference? I want to understand it well.
Aviation insurance is the insurance that covers the aviation risks. When you talk about aviation risks, it's the risks that emanate from the aircraft, the maintenance and the use of the aircraft, the property damage, the loss of cargo, injury to people. Those are the aviation risks.
Okay.
So basically, you can put it in two ways: property damage and liability damage. Property damage and liability. So, when liability comes from people that are in the plane, people that board the plane, even the third party, damage to third parties. Those are the aviation risks that the aviation insurance covers.
And then the travel?
The travel insurance is a personal arrangement for yourself. It is not arrangement by the airline or the aircraft. It's your personal arrangement that you want to take additional protection.
Okay.
And it's a travel health insurance. That means when you travel outside and you are accidentally sick or injured, then you can visit any hospital and you get medical attention.
So it means that the aviation insurance is assessed by the airline. Is that it? No,
Yes.
It's not my duty to get aviation insurance.
No, it's not your duty. It's the airline operators or the owners. They have to take aviation insurance.
Okay.
For the protection of people that they will carry, the goods that they will carry, and the damages that will cause to third parties.
What about the aircraft? Is it also covered under aviation insurance?
Yes, the aircraft is covered under the aircraft.
So the aircraft, the people in the aircraft,
Yes.
and their property as well.
As well, yes. The aircraft is the hull, so it covers the hull. As a result of damage, as a result of repairs, as a result of loss. You know, most times we get to hear that the aircraft is lost or completely inaccessible. You cannot see it.
Yeah.
So the aircraft itself is covered.
All right. So how are claims arrived at when passengers are injured or, they perish, as is the case most of the time? Because when these planes crash or they go missing and whatnot, now the individuals in the plane can access that insurance.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
So how are the claims arrived at?
When there's a loss, aviation is a specialized area. So when there's a loss, inside the policy or embedded in the policy, you have loss adjusters who will come and assess the damage. It will assess the damage to the aircraft, the damage to the passengers, the damage to the cargo. They do this, they conduct a survey, they interview the people who suffered the injury, and they liaise with the insurance company. And the moment they finish with the estimate, then they quickly liaise with the underwriter, and then the claim is handled, and they pay the claims to the injured victim. Lawyers, brokers are all involved. They get involved when there's a damage to, even when people lost their life. The family will come in, and the lawyers will come in. But they deal with the loss adjuster. The loss adjuster represents the insurance company. It represents the owners. And at the end of the day, they bring the estimates to the insurance company and then pay the claim.
You pay the claim. Yeah. Now, is it mandatory? Because now, since it's not a personal responsibility, I know that when you are flying, you take a travel insurance, and you just explained that it's different from aviation insurance. Yeah. So, if it's not my duty to get it as a traveler or a passenger, how do I ensure that? How do I know that the airline really has taken aviation insurance, or it's a prerequisite for them on that level? So every airline is insured by an aviation whatever package.
Exactly, every airline is insured.
Okay,
it's a requirement. You cannot fly the airline without insurance. It's a requirement. So you must insure against the passengers. That's the passenger liability, and you must insure the aircraft itself. That is the whole. So it's a requirement. Every nation, every country has the law guarding that. You cannot fly the airline without insurance.
So how are goods that are also carried by the aircraft covered in the event of a loss?
The goods are also covered or are paid under liability section of the aircraft or the marine policy, the aviation policy. The goods are paid for under the liability section. So just like how human beings are, when they suffer injury, they are paid. Same way the goods are also paid. So the goods could be your personal luggage, personal effects, and it could be specialized goods that you are carrying. So in this case, when it is damaged or is destroyed, then the liability section is triggered. They do the same survey on the goods, and the estimates agreed on and paid to the insured.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. Well, there you go. I now know the difference between aviation insurance and travel insurance. Yeah. And so for those who want to assess aviation insurance, they can speak to Starsure?
Yes. That's the aircraft owners.
Do you also do travel insurance?
We do travel insurance.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about Starsure.
Starsure was established in August 1984. As a composite company, and in 1985 started operation. Starsure, by the law, the Insurance Act 2006 at 724, has to separate its life from non-life, and remain a non-life insurance company up to date. Within 34 years of its operations, Starsure grew to be the most single indigenous enterprise that has the largest assets, and also it grew to be among the top 3 insurance companies in Ghana in terms of premium income. Starsure is AA- rated by Global Credit Rating.
What does that one mean? You pass the exam?
That means we have a solid ability to pay claims.
Wow.
Our claim payment ability is very, very solid.
Wow.
No claims can beat us.
Awesome.
That's AA-.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. For aviation and travel insurance, you need to speak to the team at Starsure and Mr. Agbesi, Mr. Thompson Agbesi, who's Deputy Chief Manager Technical at Starsure Company Limited, has just educated us a little bit about aviation insurance. I'm grateful for your time this afternoon. Thank you so much for coming by. Yes, and this is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Insurance Association. If you have any questions, any more clarification that you need, you can call the GIA Complaints Management and Advice Bureau on 0800 44 2000. 0800 44 2000. That's the umbrella body for all the insurance companies in Ghana. And we say insurance companies, claims payment, our business. Thank you so much. Mr. Agbesi, have a good day. There you go. Drive Time with Insurance. Tomorrow as well, we'll educate you on another part of insurance. And I'm sure by the end of this project, you know everything about insurance and you know which package you need to get for yourself, for your family, for your property. Very, very important. Stay tuned in. This is Joy 99.7 FM. Since we're talking about airplanes, I called up Haley